Today we're talking about Ansus noise control. I'm going to tell you about Ansuz Sortz, Sparkz, and Darkz, what they do, and why I love them. Ansuz targets two sources of noise in their products. The first is mechanical resonance. The second is radio frequency noise, remnants of the Big Bang, radio frequencies, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, etc. With Ansuz Sortz, both strategies are employed. Inside each Sortz is a dual anti-aerial resonance coil, a Tesla coil, wrapped around a cryogenically treated zirconium rod. The Tesla coil is there to reject and cancel noise. The zirconium rod is employed for its mechanical resonance properties. There are three differences between original Sortz. They vary by terminal, the size of the housing, which corresponds to which kind of terminal you're using. And then they vary by what kind of materials are used on the housing finish. Sortz come with a bunch of different terminations. One is RJ45 for network switches and unused inputs on devices. There's RCA, BNC, USB A and B, and both kinds of XLR. The standard Sortz finish is anodized aluminum. The mid-level and top-of-the-line versions are literally deposited in a particle accelerator. At the Danish Institute of Technology in Aarhus, they literally put these things in the path of a particle accelerator and they blast it with protons of different metals and oxides. This is the signature finish. It's the top of the line. It's got the most mechanical stability added to the housing. This is the supreme finish. It's the mid-level finish, and it's got medium mechanical stability. And of course, as I mentioned, this is the aluminum, and it's untreated except for anodization. The best thing about Sortz is how well they work. It must have been 3 years ago now. Morten Thijstrup of Audio Group Denmark was our room partner, and he walked in with these little plugs, and he said that they make the system sound better. I was super skeptical, and then he plugged one in, and everything got better. The background, the musical background sounded more black, as it were. It seemed like there was just less noise in the system. Perhaps because of that, the sound stage opened up. Music had a much more natural presentation. Many people don't know it, but products like Ansus Mains 8 power distributors, power switches, certain Borison speakers, all AVIC and access components, they have a certain amount of Tesla coils and dither and mechanical resonance control just like this built into them. So once you have a product that you love already and you know you want to keep and you want to just improve, you can add more noise control from Ansuz. Another product that I really love that incorporates both kinds of noise control, mechanical resonance control, and RF noise rejection is the Ansuz Sparkz. You plug them into any unused outlet, ideally in a power distributor that's feeding your system, but if that's all filled up, you can plug it into the wall and still hear massive improvements. Inside every Sparkz are several of the anti-aerial resonance coils I showed you in Sortz. The only difference is instead of being applied to line level components inside a stereo, they're being applied to your power system. You can hear the difference right away with Sparkz. It's the very similar effect as I described with Sortz. The music starts to sound more natural. The sound stage opens up. It has a perceived darker, blacker musical background. Everything just gets more satisfying as music and sounds less like a reproduction of sound. The standards featured anti-aerial resonance coils. The TC3s added Ansus's third generation analog dither technology, which is another form of RF noise control. It's a way of sort of pushing back against the noise floor with regularly patterned pulses. Finally, we have Audio Group Denmark's pure resonance control products. They don't incorporate dither, they don't incorporate Tesla coils. What they do is manage vibration and natural resonances in any product. Resonance control products come in two forms. First is Ansuz Darkz, and here we have the more affordable Access Noirs. They consist of 3 plates of metal separated by ball bearings of different materials. Traditionally, Darkz come in a variety of grades. The most affordable are the Access Noirs made of mineral composite. Next up is C2T, which is anodized aluminum. After that is stainless steel S2Ts. Then you arrive at the titanium Darkz. These are untreated titanium, the T2s. These are the surface-coated T2Ss, titanium with a surface that's treated in the particle accelerator to give it more mechanical stability. It sounds crazy, but you can totally hear the difference between these two Darkz. And then finally, at the top of the line, we have the zirconium Z2Ss. It's zirconium treated in the particle accelerator with the signature coating, the same color coating you'll recognize from the Sortz. Darkz come in three shapes. There's standard non-adjustable. There's adjustable varieties when you want some freedom to adjust heights and take wobble out of things. And they come in cable lifters. Darkz can be used under any product, literally any product, and you can hear a difference. Some of the highest uses are under an amplifier, under a power distributor, and under speakers. They do wonders for speaker sound. What you hear when you use Darkz is very similar to what you hear when you use Sparkz or Sortz. It seems like whenever you take noise out of the system, regardless of its source, mechanical or RF or electrical, the results are very similar. Darkz can also be used under racks. For example, we like to recommend to our clients not terribly expensive or moderately priced rack, and just if they want to take its performance to the next level, they put the rack on Darkz. You can see on the underside of all Darkz, they have a little divot that's ideal for centering a piece of equipment's spike. Now, the top of the line rack that we sell is the Ansus rack, made of titanium and composite material. And underneath every composite shelf are Darkz, controlling the resonance of that level. We're super excited about the newly announced generation of Ansuz Sortz, Sparkz, and Darkz. They've added a bunch of improvements to all these products that make a huge difference. You can hear it right away. In future videos, we'll go more into depth on the new generation of Ansuz noise control products. Thank you for hanging out with us. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.